This is the Sidewinder, a 3D printable airsoft cap gun landmine.
Unfazed. Made me jump more than him.
Since the genesis of the Meteorite impact cap grenade, I've wanted to make a landmine which uses the same caps to make a nice loud bang when you set it off. And the first of these mines is the Sidewinder trip mine. The Sidewinder is designed to be a rapidly deployable tripwire mine, and it is entirely self-contained. And when you want to deploy the mine, you pull the ground spike out of the tripwire spool, you can stick the mine unit into the ground, and then you can wind off some tripwire from the spool. And to anchor the other end of the tripwire, you've got a ground spike, but you also have two little hooks here.
Right. Do not go for this area behind you.
The Sidewinder uses the same cap carriage system that the Meteorite grenade system uses, and it uses a whole ring of 8-shot caps for increased volume and redundancy. And once you're happy with the mine placement, you can then remove the safety pin like so. The Sidewinder mine is now armed. Now I don't have any caps in this one, but when you pull on the tripwire, the little key here jumps out and the spoon flies off and the mine fires.
Oh, you're missing a mag.
The tripwire is a breakaway tripwire, so that way it pulls out the mine, so you don't have to worry about tripping anyone up or damaging the mine itself. The Sidewinder fuse has the same threads that you find on the Meteorite grenade system, and to reset the fuse you want to take the spoon, hook it into that little catch at the back here, push the striker up, and then you should be able to push the spoon down and it should hold the mechanism in place. And if you release the spoon, it will fire. And whilst you're holding down that mechanism, you can then take the little tripwire key and slot it through that rectangular cutout there. Take your safety pin and feed it through the hole in the top of the spoon. It should pass through the small hole in the bottom of the key, and that stops the key from being pulled out of the mine fuse. And similar to reloading the Meteorite, all you have to do is snap some caps on to the little cap carriages like so. Drop the carriage into the bottom of the grenade and make sure the top writing is at the top. And then you can screw the body of the Sidewinder onto its fuse. The tripwire can then be wound around the tripwire spool, and then you can take the Sidewinder itself and stick the ground spike into the spool like that, and the Sidewinder is stored and ready to go. Turns out those caps still had a bit of life in them. I thought they were spent, those ones. Evidently not. And I've got a few other ideas about how to make this mine even quicker to deploy, and I'm talking 5 seconds to deploy it. And you have to keep an eye out for that, but I'll let you know how that gets on. Anyway, if you want the plans for the Sidewinder mine, you can find them on my Colts. There'll be a link in the description and in the pinned comment. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you leave a like, and if you've got any further questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments. And if you want to be part of the channel, then please make sure you subscribe too. And if you want to check out the equivalent to this, which uses a 40mm grenade shell, you can check out the Cobra right here.